Hey everyone, this is Blue Knight, here for another Rise of the Witch King commentary. This is another 4v4, this one is on a map called Evendim, and I'm told there is a naval battle in this game, so this should be interesting. Let me just click resume game so this can all start. Now, obviously there are 8 players here, so there's going to be a lot to watch. Let me just go through the lineup. So first we have Colin as Dwarves. Next we have U-Insect as Angmar. And then we have Mahur as Isengard. We have Itokaris as Men of the West. I'm never going to pronounce that properly, so I'm probably just going to refer to him as Men of the West. Then we have Adis as Elves. We have Striker as Isengard. Another Elven player, this is Archangel. And I think this is Bushit as Goblins. So there's actually going to be it is a 4v4. There's going to be a lot of action. I'll be jumping around the map a lot. I think those are Krebine that have been summoned for scouting purposes, and the builder ran right into the goblins. Probably not a good start right there. We do have this is a very interesting map because each player has they're called shipwrights. I always thought they were just called ports or something. See, this is how often I've actually hovered over this building to see what it's called. But yeah, you can build ships out of these. Unfortunately, we don't see a lot of naval battles. So this should be interesting to watch this game because apparently there are naval battles. So each player actually has one of these. So each player can actually build ships. Now, around this map, I mean, obviously this whole central area is water. So you can't just cut through the map on land. You know, to get from one point to the other, you actually have to go around the edges unless you want to take a ship. In the very middle, we have a signal fire protected by 4 whites. So this should be interesting. I wonder if anybody will go for the signal fire. There are actually 4 outposts on this map as well. Let me just see if I can... I think there's one... Yeah, there's one around here. And they're kind of evenly spaced out. So there's one here. And there's one here. And then one over here as well. Let's just take a look at what the players are actually doing. So... again, with the Dwarven player here, we've got the 2 mine shafts and the Hall of Warriors. We have Guardians being built, so that's pretty normal. I see 2 mills from Angmar. Where is... Oh, here we go. So, I guess U-Insect built the Hall of the King's Men over here by Isengard's base, and Isengard has an Uruk pit, and I see that crossbowmen are actually being built. I wonder if are they working together? The way they're actually... This just looks interesting because... Oh, actually, no, he does have pikemen as well. I thought he was just building crossbows. And that would have been interesting if Angmar is building kind of like the melee units and Isengard was building the archers. Anyway, Men of the West, we already have barracks and an archery range, things moving quickly. And the Elven player also built 2 barracks here. So I guess this base is not going to have a whole lot, just a couple of Malorn trees. And here we have a tavern, so or clan steading rather, and we have wildmen being built, and we already have a green pasture and a barracks over here. There's something going on. Are they on the same team? They're not fighting, I guess so. Okay, so okay, Bushit has, there's at least 3 goblin caves. This is a 4th one, so we're gonna see a pretty big spam. And we have a mine shaft up here as well from Colin. It looks like there's already a fight going on here. These wild men, yeah, they didn't really stand a chance there. Yeah, so it looks like also Isengard here is expanding with, or Isengard, what am I saying? Goblins. It's Bushit, and he's expanding here with a lumber mill. Obviously, he's allied to Colin, and Colin can't actually do anything with these trees, so Bushit's just building over here so he can expand his economy a little bit. And we have an archery range as well from the dwarves. We have axe throwers. Let's see. Yeah, so I guess most of the action right now is over here. We have a statue that went up. Dwarven statue by the looks of it, but it's going to go down. And it looks like, yeah. So now they're just moving north here. And over here, there's a fight going on as well. We have Men of the West. We have Isengard. This is going to go down, most likely. Yeah, it's going down. And we have Dark Rangers as well. So the players, a couple of players have been quickly upgrading their buildings to get more elite units. And we have here the Krebine being applied to debuff those Men of the West, but they're moving away now. They're going this way. Now, who actually controls these outposts? It looks like, so we have an Isengard player. Malhur controls this particular outpost. So actually, Malhur's right here, I think, right? Yeah. And what about the next outpost? So we have, this one's controlled by Adis. So again, Adis is right here. So the nearest players are controlling the outpost. It's pretty much expected, really. But so far, none of them that we've seen have been destroyed. Let's see if, where's the third outpost? Oh, here it is. Here we have Striker, who controls this one. Is he here? Yes. Yes, he is. Okay. And then we have, this is Bushit, of course, who's the closest to this particular outpost. So none of the outposts have actually been destroyed, which means 4 of the players actually get a pretty massive bonus right now. And there's a massive battle going on. We have phalanxes and axe throwers and just a couple of Isengard units. We have Rivendell Lancers by the looks of it. Yeah, there's just a lot going on over here. And it looks like they're all moving north now. These forces are being pushed back a bit. And those Lancers ran right into those phalanxes. That's not good. Okay, so, yeah, Bushit has a bunch of goblins in the area. Yeah, and these Isengard troops are still, well, I guess they're not advancing anymore. They're retreating because they're not going to accomplish anything if they move forward at this point. Let's just quickly cycle through the players. Yeah, Colin has Rebuild. This is his first power. I think we saw it being used earlier. We have Rallying Call for Edocaris. Pretty normal. Adis, again, Rallying Call. So does anybody have any more than one power? We have Krebine from Malhur. We have Fellwind from U-Insect. And yeah, Krebine again from Striker. And Archangel also has Rallying Call. And it looks like Cave Bats were just used by Bushit. Yeah, so that's what we have so far. Nobody actually has 2 powers yet. We're still at that early stage of the game. There haven't been enough battles going on, I guess. And there's another big battle going on over here. We have Men of the West. And they just got hit by a fell wind there. That's not a good position to be in. There's a lot of Isengard troops, and I think Angmar's also allied to them, of course. So, yeah, those Rangers are not really going to accomplish a whole lot. They need to get out of there. Let's just see what else is going on. Yeah, another battle going on in this area of the map. So there just seems to be... This seems to be a big hotspot right now for activity. And, yeah, they're just fighting each other. I see a hero. That's Brand, Captain of Dale, who's moving in. I guess he was just summoned. He hasn't picked up any experience yet, but at level 2 he gets his Slam Shot ability. Always very useful, especially in more narrow areas. Yeah, again, another fight. It looks like, I guess that was the long shot ability that was used, but it didn't really accomplish anything. Yeah, so these units are just retreating right now. We have a beacon that was placed, and what is this? We already have a Corsair Black Ship by Striker, and this is another a transport ship. So yeah, we're seeing here the central signal fire is actually being captured, and we actually already have some activity here. We have a couple of buildings that were set up, lumber mills, we have furnaces, and yeah. So right now, Striker has, are these all Striker? No, we have Malhur as well. So Malhur actually built these buildings up here. And who's actually, yeah, Malhur is actually taking this signal fire. So Malhur basically controls the center right now, and all the white layers are down. So that's a pretty good position for Malhur to be in. He could definitely use the signal fire, and he's going to have some experience from taking out those white layers as well. And it's kind of hard to take these buildings out. I mean, unless the other players really decide to also build ships, which I guess they will if we're going to have a naval battle. Let's just quickly see what's going on here. So again, we have a lot of pressure being put on Bushit here. There is a Hearth here that can heal his units. Brand is just attacking. Is this the same Brand? Oh, actually, it has to be the same Brand. There's only one Dwarven player. So he's already level 5. Yeah, he picked up our experience very quickly. And it looks like, was he hit by, was that Lurtz? Yeah, it was Lurtz. And yeah, Lurtz is going to murder him, basically, because he's pinned in one place. And he can do so much damage. And yeah, he's done. It looks like a beacon was actually placed, probably to alert Bushit or somebody to try to save Brand, but yeah, there was just no chance at that point. Lurtz is a very effective hero killer. And oh, we have sorcerers. I believe, yeah, the Soul Freeze ability was used here, so they can't actually move. Okay, so that's going to be interesting with sorcerers on the field. If they don't get killed quickly, they can actually do quite a lot of damage. Okay, let's see. Oh, we have tons of lancers. Just tons of lancers. So many of them. They're just running around trying to find a spot, someplace they can attack. And over here we have Lurtz and Saruman. Saruman is on the field. That's pretty fast. And he's running straight into that army, but he used his wizard blast. He might die, though. He did. Wow. That was interesting. That timing was very interesting. Oh, and he did die. He did die. These guys did get frozen. It would have been interesting if... It doesn't look like he quite managed it, but when the fell wind kind of pulled everybody together, if he hit them with the fireball right then, maybe he could have killed them all in one go. But it doesn't look like it quite worked out that way. And we have one of these work sentries also built, but it's going to go down. It's not going to do anything. We have Worm Tongue just kind of hanging around. We have an almost destroyed tower. And yeah, we have a ballista here. A siege weapon. So Bushit's going to have quite a lot to deal with. So far, he's holding everything off, and it looks like he can take down this ballista pretty quickly. He's going to need to. But yeah, there's a lot of pressure on him right now. And there's just tons of Dwarven units here at Colin's base. And yeah, the Lancers are here trying to destroy as many buildings as they can. They're being chased by Spider Riders, but there aren't anywhere near enough Spider Riders here. I guess it all depends on what the Lancers decide to do next. If they decide to chase down the Riders, and it looks like, well, it looked like they were, but I guess not. They're going to focus on taking out more tunnels. And here we just see tons of Elven and Men of the West units just pushing in, and we have Boromir is level 4. He's already used his horn. Always a very useful ability because it stuns units, so you can really change the tide of a battle with that move. And he's a pretty cheap hero too, so he's definitely a good one to have early on. And we have why are there snow trolls here? Okay, and who actually has ships? Is it just yeah, Insect has ships? There's a couple of ships. This is a bombardment ship. This should be interesting. These are basically like siege ships, so I'm sure there's going to be... This could actually prove quite useful. Because right now, most players are not really bothering. I think how many players actually went for ships? So we've got Striker. And we've got Insect right now, from what I'm seeing. And we have Malhor, of course, who got his units over there to actually capture the area. And there's beacons. Let's see. I did hear the Eagles getting summoned, and they're going straight for the fortress. Oh, is that the... there is an ability that one of the powers that Angmar has that actually kind of protects buildings temporarily. So that's probably what was used. It looks like this Eagle's almost dead. I can't see. Yeah, the other one still has some health. But yeah, they did do quite a lot of damage, but Colin was spared the worst of that by the use of that ability. So I guess who did it have been? Like which player was Angmar? Insect. Right, and he used the Snowbind ability, and that Eagle's gone as well. Let's just see what's going on down here. I'm just quickly going through these. We've got Devastation there. That's interesting. Another 10 power points there. And yeah, there's just more fighting going on. We have another Ballista attacking the Goblin buildings, and Bushit's army is just over here. He's going to need to head south to stop this. Oh, he's going to lose that cave, probably. Yeah, it's always kind of difficult to stop units when they're clumped around on the other side of a building like that. Let's just quickly... I'm just quickly cycling through the powers so you can see which ones they actually have. And it looks like we went through all of them now. We still have a beacon over there, okay. And here... Yeah, it looks like they're just preparing for another massive onslaught. There's basically two main battles going on over here and around here. So I guess you have the team on the south and the team in the north. Okay, so yeah, Wormtongue is in a lot of trouble, but it looks like he's gonna get away. And yeah, there's more Lancers coming in, just so many of them. And here we have this battle's happening. I see Haldir. They have archers upgraded with the Silverthorn arrows, and I think some ability was used that was Fell Wind as well. We have Saruman coming in for the Wizard Blast. Very useful ability. He's level 7 now, so he's got quite a few nice abilities. It looks like Aragorn's on the field, but he's getting out of here. Yeah, they decided to retreat back to this area. Why is there there's a beacon here as well? I'm not sure why. Okay, and we still have a ballista on the field, and oh, Bushit's lost quite a few caves. He had around 4 caves down here, I think, at least 4. And now this is his last cave in this area by the looks of it. So he's just got his fissure and his spider pit. So he's gonna need to build more caves, and I guess this one will rebuild if he doesn't get finished off. Looks like the ballista's down. Let's just see what's going on over here again. We have whites. I wonder if that was the sorcerers that did that. Well of Souls. Yeah. So that was probably used. And they actually consumed a couple of acolytes in the process, which is why they had to retreat. They couldn't really do anything. And Aragorn's in trouble here. He's in defensive stance, trying to hold out as long as possible, but he's been pinned by Lurtz and he's going to die. There's too many. Yeah, he almost got away, but yeah, not quite. And we have, again, which Elven player is this that keeps using Lancers? It's Archangel, so he's doing a lot of damage here. He's taking out quite a few buildings. Even though there's not a lot of room to actually micromanage these Lancers, he still managed to take out quite a few buildings. And it looks like Snowbind was used to protect that mill. It's a level 3 mill. You don't really want to lose that. And it looks like Bushit finally has a little bit of a break. He did put a couple of fortress defenses down. He's got giants. And he's kind of rebuilding his goblin units. I wonder if is he building caves somewhere? Maybe somewhere else on the map. I'm not sure. We have U-Insect has actually got Troll Stone Thrower, so siege weapon. And there's Saruman again. Looks like, okay, Boromir's using his horn. Okay, so he's stunned them, and now all these units are going to take out these orcs. They're not going to be able to escape. And yeah, the other troops just kind of went back a little bit. And it looks like this Isengard player is preparing another fresh attack, as well as the elves as well of Archangel, preparing a fresh attack against Bushit. We have Legolas level 3. I see a Berserker over there as well. It doesn't look like, yeah, Bushit doesn't have a lot of troops right now. He's got some Spider Riders coming. There are, as long as you can easily avoid the pikemen and kind of take these guys out. Yeah, but there's Mirkwood archers on the field, and we have Legolas. They're going to do quite a bit of damage. And it looks like the ballista is going to be destroyed by these Spider Riders, but we have another ballista coming. You're going to have to target that as well. We have more Lancers, and just a lot going on. Now let's see if... yeah, just lots of units. We're seeing upgrades. We've got Silver Thorn Arrows. We've got the armor upgrade as well. And certainly the Isengard troops are also upgraded. So things are definitely getting interesting. And we have Corpse Rain, which is set up for these sorcerers. And these ones, I think, have the Well of Souls. I think I heard the... this ability kind of buffs the friendly units in the area. I always forget what it's called. It's like Frozen something. But yeah, that's an Angmar ability. Yep, so we have Fuel the Fire's ability also set up there. Yeah, it's called Frozen Land. And Isengard is making a push here. Boromir is an aggressive stance. I'm not sure if that's useful right now. Probably not. I'm just going to quickly switch between these abilities. And let's just see what's going on here. Nothing really. Okay, let's get back to this. Okay, so... Oh, we have Corpse Rain. It was used. These sorcerers are probably going to retreat now. And yeah, it's going to do quite a bit of damage. Okay, and down here we have... Whoa. What was that? There was some kind of... was that a siege weapon or something else? This fortress is almost down, though. Edocaris' fortress. And Boromir showed up to I guess, stun these guys. So this is... Mauhur? Wait, what? Did I miss something? Mithlon sentries controlled by Mauhur. Did one of the players leave? Maybe that's what happened. Because Mauhur is Isengard, right? That's a bit interesting. Yeah, I didn't even notice that happening. And it sounds like... Was that arrow volley? Probably arrow volley. I don't think it was long shot. But yeah, it looks like the Men of the West player there, Edocaris, has lost his fortress, which is a pretty disastrous situation to be in. Of course, the whole tide of the entire game can be changed if one player goes down. I'm still wondering, I guess one of the Elven players is... Which one? Wait, hang on. What happened here? Did I miss this completely? There was a fortress here. this is where one of the players spawned. Probably right here. Wow. Okay. Well, a lot has been happening. I guess one of the players just got... he lost his fortress there. Or was that... was it an Isengard player that was here? I think it was. Anyway, a lot is happening. Obviously, a lot all over the map. Okay, and we have Brand here, who just came out almost dead. Just an aggressive stance again. And I think he used his slam shot. Let's just quickly see what's going on. We have Saruman level 10. He's already used his Worm Tongue ability. Okay. And here we have... yeah, this area is kind of secure again, but it's taken quite a beating. And Saruman is showing up by himself? Okay. What's going to happen here? Why is he in aggressive stance? Just taking shots from... he just wanted to use that ability, I guess. But he's going to die at this point. He's finally in battle stance. But... maybe he will get away. Or maybe not. Oh, wow. He did go down, but he actually did a surprising amount of damage considering the situation. That's actually pretty funny. Okay, so we have here just an army being prepared again. I heard... okay, what was that? Oh, I heard that. Yeah, Idakara still no fortress. He didn't rebuild it yet. Where did that happen? Okay, well... so, it looks like right now nobody's fighting? I don't see any... okay, we're gonna have a battle about to commence. There's just a massive army moving north. And there's Lurtz again. Okay. Just a mountain giant spam here. I mean, I don't know what that's supposed to accomplish. And we have a worm that was summoned on this army. Oh. That's gonna cause a lot of damage. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on right now. Huh. I think I'm going to take a screenshot. Or I should have taken it a few seconds ago, really. Okay, and here we have another battle commencing. And it looks like these units are retreating, and these buildings are going to go down. Yeah, they're going down. Oh, what was that? Where was that summoned? Oh, and Fell Wind. Oh, Wildman summon and Fell Wind on top of these guys. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, and lots of Mirkwood archers. They're not upgraded yet, but they can definitely kill a lot of units. The fortress is taking a beating now. We've got multiple ballistae coming after it. We have a beacon over here because I guess snow trolls are taking out these resource buildings. And we still have this fight going on here. Yeah, this is just a crazy fight right now. And it looks like... yeah, that was... oh, the sorcerer is down, but he managed to use his Well of Souls ability. Which means we're going to see quite a lot. It looks like... was heal used at the same time? It looked like it was. So it looks like this army was spared the disaster that would have been struck with that ability from the sorcerers. Yeah, these Mirkwood archers can do a huge amount of damage. So that's going to be a problem right now for this Isengard player. We still have a couple of ballistae out here, though. And some damage was done. Let's see what else is going on here. So, again, Bouchet took quite a lot of damage. And, oh, wow. Was that a mine that went off? I think it was. Oh, and there we go. Eagles are summoned. There goes his fortress. It's down. So that is a pretty significant blow against Bouchet. He doesn't have much left to really defend his base right now. And there's still lots of units down here. They can easily just move north. And these eagles are just free to roam free and just destroy everything. Did any of these outposts ever get taken out or recaptured in this game? I feel like they didn't. Yeah, there's 4 outposts and they give a ton of resources. Probably don't want... you probably don't want to keep those around, because then 4 players are just going to get a lot of money. Now, 2 of those players are probably on the same team, so you could say it's even, but still, it probably should have been a bigger target for people. But they are kind of to the side, and it's easy to see the enemy base and think we need to focus on that. Okay, so what else are we looking at here? So, yeah, these eagles are still doing damage. Bullshit is just, there's almost nothing left here. I'm not sure where he actually built his, what's here? There's something orange. Oh, just a lone lumber mill worker. Okay. So nothing particularly important. And it looks like this outpost is finally being captured. And here we have, wow, just lots of units. There's just going to be a big fight over here. So this area is basically destroyed. This area was destroyed. And now it's just a matter of moving and finishing the job. So it looks like... oh, I heard the end summoned. Here we go. So now Colin is in huge trouble. Huge trouble. I don't think he can really do much here. And it looks like something was used. Was that, what was it, boiling oil or something? I'm not sure what it was. But these ants are going to take down this fortress. There's just lots of units in the way. These guardians can't even reach the ants, let alone do the damage they need to do fast enough. Yeah, this, and of course you have Ballista as well. It's just, yeah, this fortress is going to go down. It would be a pretty massive miracle if it survived. I guess he could use rebuild to buy himself some time. And what happened to the ants? Okay. Well, either way, that fortress is in trouble. Yeah, so this area is still, like, these two bases have been pretty safe so far. This area is just destroyed. We have Drogoth, which I guess is Bullshit, who summoned him. Now, where did he build? Oh, here we go. He did build a fortress over here. So, yeah, he basically changed locations. And a couple of these fortresses are now upgraded. They're going to be subject to much stronger attacks than early on in the game, so they're going to need those upgrades. And here, is this Archangel again? Yep. And that archery range was protected by Snowbind. And we have the Witch King on the field who can actually chase them down and do quite a lot of damage. It looks like a builder went down, Colin's builder. He probably tried to get the builder here to build more production buildings, but the builder is down. I wonder if he has any more builders. Because if he doesn't, then this could be it for him. I'm just trying to pay attention to all the beacons that are being placed. And Idikaris is trying to build a barracks over here. And I guess he brought Aragorn as well. Yeah, so a lot fewer players around now. A lot fewer buildings. But it looks like pretty much most of what's left on the map is just, you have Archangel's base, which has not really been attacked yet, I think. And we have, I guess, Stryker built a fortress beside it as well. So it's kind of the action, the bottom team's kind of in the southwest corner. And then here and kind of towards the north and the northeast, we have the north team and what's left of them. And we have lots of Mirkwood archers, but Wildmen were summoned on top of them. Okay. I wonder if Saruman's going to do anything interesting again. Yeah, he's retreating a bit because he's low on health. Or maybe not. He's going to try something. Oh. Yeah, he's using his lightning ability. And yeah, that did quite a bit of damage. Legolas is trying to fight Lurtz. It's not really going to work out for him. Okay, I guess he did get healed, so he can run away now. And yeah, this game is close to being over. There's not a whole lot left on the map in terms of buildings. And in the middle here, oh, we have another fortress. Mauhur built a fortress here. Hang on a minute. He still has his fortress, so he has two fortresses. And he's basically set up camp in the middle. This is interesting. So, in order, unless he decides to quit the game and give up, the other team is going to have to actually drop ships off over here. Or to drop units off over here, or send a bombardment ship or something to try to take out that fortress. Because that's the only way they can bring him down. Okay. So, it looks like Wormtongue just died horribly. And Lurtz is moving forward. Saruman's still around. Well, he came back, I guess. Assuming it's probably the same Saruman. Yeah, Mauhur Saruman. And Drogoth is level 2. We have, I guess, Mauhur indicated his troops here. Maybe he wants to group up for a larger attack. Aragorn is taking this outpost. I think this was it Idacaris who controlled this outpost beforehand, before his base went down, and I guess he lost it. I guess that's probably the case. But anyway, he took it now. Yeah, so let's just see what's going on with the ships. We just have, okay, at some point this shipwright got destroyed by the looks of it. And so did, well, this one got badly damaged. Yeah, so I kind of missed most of the naval battles because there's so much action going on the land that I kind of focused on that. So, yeah, I guess a couple of things happened, but not a huge amount, I guess. I mean, this central area really hasn't been touched since the beginning of the game, like when players got set up here. And now here we have a fortress that's being built and all these upgrades, and it's looking increasingly threatening. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if somebody tries to take that out. I hope so. I'm not a big fan of when players just kind of quit the game early when there's still a chance they could fight. I mean, the best replays are the ones where people make massive comebacks. And it happens. Even if you think, oh, you've lost your fortress, you have one unit production building left and a builder, and it looks hopeless. Sometimes it actually happens, especially in these bigger games where you have a team member who can help you actually rebuild. It's possible, and it's always interesting when it does. So I hope we see a fight to the very end, but that doesn't always happen, because of course players just want to finish the game so they can start a new one and actually try to win. It's hard to come back from a losing situation. It's easier to just play a new game wherein everybody's even at the beginning. So, yeah. There's not a huge amount going on right now. It looks like players are trying to rebuild because so much damage was done. And, yeah. Drogoth is flying around by the looks of it. Why is his shadow so far behind? Okay. And Legolas is just standing there. I mean, I don't know why he's standing in aggressive stance. This is a thing. I'm noticing a lot of players now are just putting... I mean, Forlong was talking about this in the forums on Game Replays. Don't put your heroes in aggressive stance. And it does look like they're being put in aggressive stance a bit too much. You shouldn't just keep them in aggressive stance automatically when nothing is happening. Because if they get taken by surprise, like suppose cavalry showed up after Legolas, they could do a lot more damage to him than if he was in battle stance. So like, you're essentially allowing him to die faster. And if he's attacked by a large number of cavalry, him being in aggressive stance won't allow him to actually kill them. They'll still outnumber him and destroy him. So yeah, it's not really worth just using aggressive stance as a default stance. And we have a Fire Drake. It's just burning these lancers. I assume it's Archangel again. Yep. If I see Lancers, I know which player it is. And yeah, this base is just looking amazing. Look at how many Uruk pits are there? 3 of them? Yeah, I see 3 of them. And we still have a Hall of the King's Men, and we have the Sorcerers from the Temple of Twilight. And the Witch King took quite a beating, but he's still around and healing. We have Rogash. What's going on over here? Okay. There was an attempt to bring down that mill, but then Fell Wind was used, and it looks like Corpse Rain as well. And oh wow, yeah, very effective. Are those sorcerers gonna get away? No, they didn't. Wormtongue went after them, and yeah, that did quite a bit of damage. And over here, there's just a big battle going on. We have another Worm, and we have Eagles, and just a lot of units went down. Something's being summoned. Wildman. There's just more damage being done. I see a beacon over here. Not really. There's kind of a fight over there. Those snow trolls got stopped by the sentries, and it looks like giants were summoned. And now they're in melee mode, stomping on those archers. Let's see if is there any more damage to look at here. This worm is still around. It's taking a lot of shots, though. But this fortress is badly damaged. So this is the fortress that Idacaris actually rebuilt. And the worm died. Okay, we still have eagles flying around. Okay. So, is that it for the battles right now? Oh, it looks like we have tons of Lancers again moving forward. So Archangel really used Lancers very effectively. So because he was kind of at the back and he didn't have to worry about playing defense too much, he could afford to just build huge numbers of Lancers and take the opportunity to just take out the economies of all his enemies. And look, he's just doing so much damage. Rogash is coming after them. And of course he has splash damage. He can be quite annoying. But yeah, it looks like he needs to 2-hit them to actually kill them. He can't even kill them in 1 hit because they're upgraded and everything. So yeah, it would be a difficult thing to pull off. Let's just see. Yeah, so right now there's not really... I keep seeing beacons. Maybe the players are coordinating where they should merge their armies together. And a builder has come out. Maybe Idacarus is going to try to rebuild his base here. And the Lancers are retreating. Legolas, still level 9. Also retreating. We have a couple Ballistae here. And Isengard has quite a few troops moving this way. Looks like there's going to be quite a lot of pressure on Insect's base here. On Angmar. Not really much pressure at all on Malhur. Because all the attacks now seem to be going around the left. So if this maintains, and it looks like Bouchet's already taking advantage of this because he's been building tunnels on the right side of the map. And he can do so freely, apparently, because nobody is actually attacking the side of the map right now. And I think part of the reason is Idacarus can't really do a whole lot right now. And these two players are on the left side of the map, so logically they'll decide to go north because it's closer. But they should probably consider trying the other sides as well. And yeah, again we have sorcerers. It looks like was Morgomir hit by that, and that was the flood ability that just took out lots of Angmar troops. Yeah, so it looks like Morgomir survived that. And oh, now we're seeing well, this is Malhur actually, who's moving south. So again, the bottom team hasn't really been going towards the right side of the map much. And yeah, it's definitely looking like the north team has an advantage right now. They did take quite a beating, but they're just well positioned. And Malhur here just controlling the center. And he's had this signal fire for what, pretty much the whole game. I can't remember if I think another player had the signal fire at one point and he took it, or he either that or he always had it. But yeah, he had the signal fire for a long time. You can use his abilities quite frequently. Let's just quickly cycle through the players. Yeah, we have the dragon. I did hear that being summoned at one point, I think, but I didn't see where. And we have Dragon Strike as well. And oh wow, those Lancers trying to escape death there. Okay, so let's just see if, yeah, that's the flood ability which you saw in use. It looks like Isengard here, Malhur is going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, just taking those out. And he's got the Deathbringers as well, the Uruk Deathbringers. And he's going to be heading straight towards Idacarus right now. And Idacarus is not in a position to survive that. He's going to need help from Archangel and Striker here. And if he doesn't get it, and I'm not sure what they can do. There's quite a lot going on here. But yeah, this is going to be pretty bad. And it looks like, oh, Archangel tried to build a barracks here without realizing that there's a massive army on its way. And we have a level 1 Saruman, who was Striker Saruman, so he's a southern player. And he was pinned by Lurtz, and he's going to die. A brave attempt at a Wizard's Blast, but it ultimately didn't accomplish a whole lot. And he's a very expensive hero to lose, and 231 free resources for Isengard. And it looks like the Dragon Strike ability was used. And wow, that was a good use of it, because a lot of units were hit by that. But nevertheless, now we have a number of Bouchet's troops are also coming. Even if Idacarus survives this, it's going to be... I mean, is he going to survive the next one? Probably not. And here we have Striker trying to make an attempt at an attack here, but it's just not going to be enough to do much. And Aragorn is dead. I love the way they sound when they die. It's just such a horrible scream. Oh, where is this happening? Where? I'm not sure. Did he lose his fortress already? Itacaris? Kind of looks like it. Where is it? It sounds close to here. Where are they? Oh. Oh, there they are. It sounded really close. I figured he would just be like up here somewhere. But, no, they're actually down here. So they can take down a couple buildings. It doesn't look like there's much here that can actually stop them. But, yeah, they're not going to have a chance to destroy Mauhur's base. Even if they did, even if suppose they managed to somehow take out his fortress, he has another fortress in the center because he was prepared for that. And this is why it's probably a good idea to use ships a bit more, because Mauhur's economy was really boosted by what he has in here, and it has not been attacked. And he's got a free signal fire, and he's got a second fortress. He could afford a second fortress, and that's probably partially because of this. Like, none of those Lancers, like from Archangel, they can't get here unless Archangel builds ships to transport them, right? Mauhur was not a victim of that kind of harassing that was going on, at least not in the center. So yeah, Mauhur definitely just had a huge advantage by controlling the center there. And again, we have lots of Lancers making, I guess, going to take out more resource buildings, tunnels perhaps. And it looks like, ouch. Yeah, that was a lot of damage that was done there. Looked like a lot of troops died. But again, it looks like, okay, we have this outpost down. That's good. But again, it looks like nobody's really... I mean, Itacaris lost his fortress again. I'm not sure if he's still in the game, actually. Let's see if we can find him. 3, 4, 5. Nope. So there's 5 players actually in the game right now. Mauhur, Insect, Striker, Archangel, Bushit. So, yeah. That's kind of what's left right now. Okay. Yeah, and Mauhur just has... He's the strongest right now. And Insect also has been doing very well. And Bushit still manages... I don't know where he put his... He always manages to put his buildings in just hidden places. But, oh yeah, there's a cave there. Oh, right. He just got a fortress here. Right, so... Yeah, he rebuilt in this area. That's right. Yeah, so... Right now, things don't look good for the South team. And it doesn't look like they're planning on getting any ships either, so... Yeah, they're going to have to make a last stand in this area somewhere. And it looks like Bushit is just lining up his armies of marauders. Just forming a line. But it looks like Striker is on his way here. We're going to have a fight, but Isengard has the advantage right now. There's just way too many Isengard troops. I'm not sure why he just left his marauders there. It looks like he's coming with Drogoth. So that could definitely make a difference. And we have the bats that were summoned. And we have a Drake. And yeah. That's interesting. So it looked bad at first with just the marauders, but then the reinforcements showed up and they made a huge difference. So suddenly, not so good for Isengard. And yeah, there's nothing really going on up here. They're pretty much safe, these two players. There's not much they have to worry about. And it looks like there's troops, Angmar troops over here as well, getting closer and closer to this southwest corner. Yeah, it's only a matter of time now before the game ends. The players are pushing their advantage. And we have these eagles trying to do something, trying to do some damage somewhere. I assume they're Archangel's eagles, yes. Maybe take out some resource buildings. But again, it's not going to help a whole lot at this point. Even if they took out every resource building in the area, the other players still have a pretty big advantage. And Mauhur has his little central base. So, you know, it would be very hard for these players to recover. This fortress, a lot has been happening apparently here. We have a dragon that was summoned. Mauhur summoned it. It's actually the northern players, so this is even worse news for the southern players. That fortress is down. We have the Shade of the Wolf I'm taking a picture. Screenshot. I need to take screenshots when I actually publish the commentary on the portal, so I need to remember to do that in the actual commentaries themselves. And the Shade of the Wolf is attacking this building, and we have everything being destroyed. We have, oh my god, Dragon, Wolf, Balrog, Wyrm. Wow. That is a nice way to end it. It's like they were just saving up for that. They're just waiting. And we have a Dragon Strike that was used to just take out those troops in the north there. And Archangel's basically getting finished off. The last guy standing, I guess. Striker has been defeated. And that was, of course, a Southern Isengard player. So yeah, the game is about to end. This fortress is going down. And somebody's still alive somewhere. Probably some... oh, we have a Watcher as well. That was used. And it looks like, is that Archangel who built that? Yeah, he's trying to survive. He built a barracks up there. But they're coming for him. They're coming for him. And he's not going to be able to do, well, anything really at this point. It's going down. And you have the builder there. I'm not sure what other buildings these players have left. I'm glad they didn't just like quit the game when things look bad. They're definitely still fighting. And the wolf is dead. Looks like Legolas used his Arrowwind ability to great effect. So what's actually left? What am I looking at? What is left? Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's over. So that's it. That's it for the game. That was interesting. I do apologize for I didn't pay attention enough to the water. I did say, oh, naval battle. And then I didn't actually look in the center very much. But I couldn't help it. There was just so much going on the land that, I mean, if I ignored it, I would have missed out on a lot of interesting battles. So I think it was worth it. I think it was worth focusing on that. We did get an idea of what happened in the middle, and there wasn't actually a whole lot. I mean, the central area, Malhur, was basically safe. So I wonder if this is, if it would be useful in the future for players to actually build more ships, try to take the center. It might be worth it. Malhur did, and it gave him a huge advantage. And he had his second fortress, and he was just safe. Even if he lost his top right base, he still had his central base, which would have helped him kind of recover. Yeah, this was an interesting game. It was definitely a very interesting game. So, again, I'm doing this. I'm Blue Knight from GameReplays.org, and this was another commentary. So I'll be doing more in the future. Be sure to check them out, and have fun, guys. And yeah, this was a great game. So thanks, guys, for playing.